Flyers Weekly and underway for the 2025 campaign. Karissa Kaminski joins us today. Karissa, thank you so much for hanging out.
Thanks for having me.
All right, first question. It is an important one. How do you pronounce your position in volleyball?
Well, there's a lot of ways. Kind of a controversial question, but I say libero. I've heard libero. I don't know. I've heard a lot of things.
Is that uniform for Dayton Volleyball?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. That's really what we came to do here today. No, we got other questions for you. I think talking about the season, let's just take a step back because it's so hard not to look back on what an amazing 2024 campaign it was for you. And last season, what you were able to accomplish and that team trying to break through and you finally do in that Sweet 16. How amazing was it? And from now having the summer, are you still sort of riding a high?
Yeah, of course, it's an emotional high always, but just kind of realizing this is a much different group of girls and realizing that we have to move on at some point and get the job done again this year, hopefully.
What was your favorite thing looking back to last year?
My favorite moment was like the last 3 points against Baylor. I think my coach knows I started crying probably when we got to point 12 because I knew we were about to win even though it was so close. I just knew we had like the edge on them just a little bit, and that was definitely the best moment. And then just blowing the whistle on the game point, all of our team coming together and just knowing that we earned it all together.
Talking about that Baylor game, it's an incredible moment at the end. Everybody saw that emotion, but how cool was it to be in that moment and then also for you to just be performing at your best and being able to play well?
Yeah, I mean, it all is confidence. It comes from doing the right things over and over in practice, knowing that when I get to stressful situations or maybe things aren't going our way or we're playing an All-American type player, that I'm able to perform at such a high level.
Performing at a high level, especially in your position, I am in awe of your reaction time. And I'm so fascinated to learn about how you put yourself in the right position to react. Is that just practice and continuing to take reps?
Yeah.
And or is it film or is it both?
It's a lot of film and being in the right spot. The reaction time part is just from practice. Our coach is hitting at us over and over and harder. But being in the right spot, I mean, we have Krista Cooper, who's, I think, the best defensive coordinator in the country. And just, in my own words, a volleyball genius. And I think my whole team would say the same. So she puts us in a really good position scout-wise.
When did you find yourself in sort of a moment of saying, like, defense, this is what I want to do, or maybe just like being good at it?
Yeah. Well, my whole high school career, I was never a libero until maybe my senior year of high school. I think my junior year was the first time I put the jersey on, but I was a setter, and probably my favorite part of setting was just running the show. And I think that in the college game that a libero does the same. So I think that leadership role I really liked, and then the defense part, just throwing yourself on the floor. And I think as a libero, it's hard maybe for some people because you don't get the recognition of attackers that are scoring points over and over, but just knowing that you're contributing in a different way.
I think a lot of the times when you look at the game and it's the outside, it's the big hit, it's the block. Do you have a favorite moment of like where you even maybe surprise yourself and get into a ball?
Yeah, I mean, the hustle plays are always nice. Like if a teammate shanks it and you run it down, but also a big dig in a big moment is always exciting.
What's your favorite thing about volleyball?
Oh, definitely just my teammates. Like being in such a team sport, we always say like if you're not ready, the ball's gonna find you. So knowing that everyone has to be so mentally locked in at all times, the bond that you create in training and matches and all of that is unbeatable.
Let's talk about that bond. New faces, you already alluded to that, but I find it interesting the spring schedule. It was a big one for your group. I think Flyer fans are going to get to see this team, and they'll be out there and they'll see some of the familiar faces, but the new pieces. How much time and preparation goes into it and trying to become a unit?
Yeah.
And how big was the spring?
Yeah, the spring was huge. I mean, we had 3 freshmen come in, 2 transfers come in, and them learning our systems, our system is different than most schools. So learning it is really big for us. And then the opponents, we had Kentucky, Xavier, Wright State, all fairly high level competition. So them getting to step foot in those gyms and play at a high level is important.
What's the excitement like? Because here we are, season, and this new team and sort of what it presents.
Yeah, I mean, it's exciting. I think that throughout a whole season, a team is never going to unlock their full potential. So just within the few months that we have, getting to the highest level we're able, I think it's exciting because I think this team is young and has a really high ceiling.
Is there one thing in particular that you worked on personally in the off season?
Always serve receive. I always want to be better. I mean, a 3 is perfect, but aiming anywhere from like a 2 to a 2.5 is really high level. So I want to keep raising that number every year.
It's amazing what this program has been able to accomplish, and you can just see it in the halls around Frericks. The goal is ultimately to win championship, but for you, and I guess for your teammates, do you set your own goals? And if so, what are those in store for 2025?
I mean, yeah, there's always personal goals, but I think our team focuses a lot on just getting better every day. Like we talk about winning championships, of course, it's important to us, but we know that speaking it isn't going to make it real. So making sure that we're locked in the weight room and practice and film, all of those little things that are going to actually get us to that goal.
It's really exciting, I would like to think, and just like looking at the schedule, because you get to go home in some regards.
Yeah.
September, Marquette tournament. You expecting a lot of family and friends?
Yes, hopefully. Mom and Dad, if you're seeing this, you better show up.
So what is that distance like from Howard's Grove to Milwaukee, Wisconsin?
It's only an hour.
Oh, yeah. And also a little bit of a stop at Loyola, right?
Yep, that's about 2.5 hours, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, trying to stay in touch with family and friends, you have a bit of a following online. You've gone viral a couple times.
Yeah.
Talk about that, because I think especially nowadays, like that is just very much the norm.
Yeah.
Is that sort of a way that you like to have fun?
Yeah, I mean, one of my goals for this year is expanding the sport of volleyball, and I think last year it started. I just posting about postseason, regular season, just things that I think a lot of little girls want to be or see when they get older is play college volleyball. So maybe getting them a little inside scoop and just intriguing them in some sort of way.
I think one thing that I find fascinating is you sort of show off how you prepare. And sometimes that's not the prettiest thing to take in a ball.
Yeah.
But I would like to think that it's probably well received in the volleyball community.
Yeah.
Is that a fair statement?
Yeah, of course. I mean, volleyball, it's called the game of errors by a lot of people. I think that just showing the realness of that, not having such high expectations of yourself is just unrealistic. Making sure that everyone knows it's normal to make an error or have an embarrassing moment from time to time.
Karissa, it has been so much catching up with you. We are so excited to see you as the season gets underway. Best of luck this year.
Yeah, thank you so much.